Okay, boys and girls, I'm back. The Two Walk Promise is the story of the week. Let's see what it's about. So remember the title to the book, the front of the book. This is called the spine of the book and the back of the book. So when we remember how we treat our books, we open them gently. We use one finger to turn the page. And the author of the book is Ophelia Latchman. So remember, the author writes the words, and then the illustrator, what does the illustrator do? Draws the pictures. And she is Natalia Vasquez. So Miss Ophelia wrote the words, and Miss Vasquez drew these cool pictures. So let's see what's going on. Lisita moved close to the window and looked down at her busy street. Street, remember that was one of our vocabulary words. Looked down her busy street. She was a little girl with black hair and a big frown. A frown on her face. Today her grandmother was coming to visit, but where was she? She was late, so she is not happy about Grandma not being there already, so she's a little upset. Soon, a small airport bus stopped in front of their house. Lisita's frown disappeared to a smile. Abuelita Rosa, you're here, she cried. And don't forget your promise. You promised. There's Grandma coming in from the airport. And there's Lisita. Now she has a smile on her face. And maybe that's Dad right there. Her grandmother hurried up the steps and hugged her. I won't forget, she said. And remember, you made a promise too. So they promised something, Grandma and Lisita. It was hard for Lisita to fall asleep that night with two promises to think about. So they're going to tell us what the promise was. Let's see what they promised. Looks like something about a school and food. You see that? So let's see what this promise was. The first promise was Grandma promised to take her to see her new school. The second promise was she was going to show Abuelita Rosa where sandwiches were made with little boats of bread. So Lisita knew this place where they made little boat sandwiches, and Grandma's gonna take Lisita to see her new school. So she's so excited she can't even sleep because the next day they're gonna go for their walk. In the morning, Papa went to work in his truck. Mama went to work on her computer, and Lisita and Abuelita Rosa went on their two-promise walk. So there's Mom working on her computer, Dad's going to work, and Grandma, Rosa, and Lisita are going on their walk. How exciting. As they left the house, Lisita reached for her abuelita's hand. Because of all the cars, you must hold my hand, she said. They crossed over the busy Grant Street on a walking bridge. So remember our vocabulary word? Busy, there's a lot of traffic, so you have to be safe and hold Grandma's hand. The traffic raced by them as they walked beside small shops. In a restaurant called Tita's Tacos, a woman tapped on the window and smiled. Abuelita smiled back and called, Buenos dias, Tita. Lisita waved. So I guess they knew the owner to that taco shop because they said, hi, Tita. But they just kept on going. Maybe they're headed to the school. Shoe polish smell came from the open door of Mr. Morella's shoe repair shop. A statue of a dog stood at the entrance to Salvador's fruit market. At the street corner, a tall fountain splashed water. Abuelita stopped. So lots of vocabulary words here. We need to listen. So shoe polish smell came from the open door of Mr. Morella's shoe repair shop. A statue? Remember the statue of the man on the horse? Well, this was a statue of a dog somewhere. A statue of a dog stood at the entrance of the fruit market. And then the fountain, there was a fountain with water. Why are we stopping, Abuelita? Lisita asked. Are we lost? No, no, said Abuelita. As she looked up at the street sign, we turn here. So they're looking at the street name to make sure they're going right, in the right direction. In a few minutes, they came to a red brick building with green grass and a flagpole in front. Her school! Lisita jumped up and down. Soon she would be big enough to go to school. So maybe she was only 2 years old or 3. She couldn't go to school yet. So look at that. Looks like Adams Elementary. Looks like our school. So look at her. She's excited. Look at the kids playing. And she can't wait to come to school. Now I want to buy you a gift, Abuelita said. A bread boat sandwich. Let's go find that sandwich shop you talked to me about. You're gonna love it. It has a counter where you choose good things to go into your bread, like pickles and meat, and it has painted flowers on the door. So she's excited. She's holding Grandma's hand, showing her where the sandwich shop is. But look what's going on over here. They get to the sandwich shop, but no flowers showed on the door of the sandwich shop. Instead, there was a sign that said, closed for repairs. Oh, a tear rolled down Lisita's cheek. Now I can't keep my promise, she said. So the shop is closed, so therefore they can't eat a sandwich. So Lisita's sad because she promised Grandma a sandwich. Maybe they're gonna figure out how to fix it. Suddenly Lisita had an idea. Let's go somewhere else. But maybe I can, she said. She tugged at Abuelita's hand. Come on, Abuelita, let's go to Tita's Tacos. Hand in hand, they walked back to Tita's Tacos, where Tita, the smiling lady, covered the table with good things to put in their tacos. Ooh, they had guacamole, salsa, tortillas, some meat. So they were gonna make a boat taco. Lisita held up her well-filled taco. There's a boat too, she explained. I see, Grandma said, I see, Abuelita said, and she held up her own taco. They are boats. We've both kept our promises. Let's eat. So they were happy because those tacos looked like boats. So on their way, they have their hands holding for safety, and they're saying bye to Miss Tita. See you later. So they were both able to keep their promise. Grandma Rosa promised to take Lisita to her school, and she did. They saw the school. And then Lisita promised Grandma to take her to eat boat sandwiches, but instead of sandwiches, they ate boat tacos. So they both kept their promise. The end. I hope you like the books, boys and girls. Teacher loves you. Bye.